Sometimes you're walking through a comic shop and you happen by a shelf and you say to yourself, jackpot! That's what it was like finding Lady Mechanika. Hey everyone, Yen Chow here, back with another comic review. This is Lady Mechanika we have Joe Benitez, Chen. Don't know if that's a guy or a girl. Art by Brian Ching. I will assume that's a guy. It's 2019, who knows? So the story by Chen and Benitez. It looks like Benitez is also the penciler for the prologue with Martin Montel. Although I'm kind of wondering if maybe Benitez did like thumbnails and then Martel drew over it. I don't know. Beth Sotelo. We'll come back to her in a minute. Letters, Michael Hessler. Letters were nice. And digital inks by Studio J13. I guess they inked the prologue, maybe? I don't know. I'd like to know how much that cost. But let's go back. Man, this is a gorgeous cover. So, don't judge a book by its cover is kind of a nonsensical thing to say. Everybody judges books by their cover. That's what gets you to pick them up. In comic books, it's all the more important. So when I saw this on the stands, immediately my eye was drawn. We've got a very well illustrated woman, hand on a pistol. She's got kind of a long coat and a little bit of a corset, sort of lady looking stuff, but she looks like a woman who's ready for action. Plus I don't know, let's get in real close. You've got this texture here. It almost looks like it's money. Then you got a little white over there. Yeah, this totally looks like money. This is a great cover. Sangre number 2. Unfortunately, I missed number 1. Let's see what I can do about picking it up. There's one thing that confused me, though. Take a look down here. Cover A, cover B, cover C, and cover D. Why? Why are you selling that many? I mean, this isn't... I'm pretty sure this is self-published. But why would you have that many covers? Is the demand that big? I mean, not everyone has to go full Ethan Van Sciver on these things. I don't know. My guess is at some point this was like a Kickstarter or something. And I am going to give like a minus 1/10 of a point because there's no description of what came before. So I have no idea what happened in issue 1, but it's okay because the rest is cool from here. So we start with the story, which takes place, I think this is Aztec country as opposed to Maya, but it's definitely Mexico. And it looks like it's around the time of conquistadors. You've got the last of native populations in large-scale cities. They're trying to escape. Someone's killing them. Bam! Over to Spain. Okay, so I believe this is Lady Mechanika. Just look at how well these are drawn. The layouts are nice. My eye comes here. It's the Z pattern. Goes down here. I see the head. I go right to her. And then, bam, he's here. Don't need the full background. You got a little background, but don't need the full. This is nice. This looks nice. So let's skip on a couple pages. So, brief story point. Somebody's dead. Cut, beheaded through the mouth, I guess it would be, instead of like the neck. And they're talking about, oh, is this a monster? Talking about La Madrina. And the dude's like, no, it's a boogeyman told to colonists. We've got the church. Church is like, what's up with that? Oh, let's just point out her eyes. So something's up with her. I don't know if she's supernatural or what exactly is going on. I assume issue 1 or like a recap would have told me that. But it's cool. Maybe vampire? I don't know. So they're advertising 5. This is number 2. 2, 5. Okay, what happened to 3 or 4? Oh, here we go. 104 pages, soft cover. See, now that I would like to see. I don't think I'm going to review any more single issues, but I certainly might pick that up. And then Joe Benitez. He's got an art gallery. Very cool. So, I guess my question is, Joe Benitez wrote it and he drew some of it. Did he bring on Brian Ching for extra help? Or was it to meet a deadline? I'm going to guess this was either Indiegogo'd or Kickstartered. Either way, good choice. So we got a crew. She shows up at a soiree. Now something's up with this because you got this dude answering the door and he's wearing sunglasses. Who in like the 1500s was wearing sunglasses? I don't know. 1500s, 1700s. It's hard to say exactly when this took place. But lots of good action for fight scenes. The only other nitpicky point, okay, all these people, they're picking up like glaives and spears and stuff. Who knew how to use this? This is like my review of Wu Assassins. Does everybody know how to just use a sword or a glaive? Or, I mean, come on. Doesn't make sense. But overall, cool story. Maybe this is a gathering of assassins or ass kickers or something like that. It's never really made clear to me. And then we have, bam, La Dama de la Muerte. Sorry, my Spanish sucks. But that is a cool design for the Lady Death. That's awesome. This is Lady Mechanika, number 3. Man, look at how great that cover is. That looks gorgeous. So yeah, I definitely want that full graphic novel now. But this is a great book. The story is pretty good. The writing is good. It's not poking politics in my eye. It is well written. We got a lot of dialogue. I don't know. Maybe a little much, but once we get in that fight scene. Okay, see, once we get in the fight scene, things calm down. Whoosh. Whoosh. Yes, yes, yes. Schlop. That's what we need. More sound effects. Less talky, more sound effects. So, definitely like this. But one thing I want to point out, let's go back to the beginning here. Let's take a look at the colors. These are flat colors. So, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. Beth Sotelo is the colorist. Beth Sotelo is doing traditional style comic book coloring. Now, she's using a little bit more of a reduced color palette, which is really nice. I think it works well. Maybe I would have changed the color. You know, it looks a little better on the phone than it does in real life because these people just sort of blend in. Whereas on the phone, they kind of pop out a little bit. But all in all, like, this is great. And if someone wanted to take advantage of Alterna Comics, the newsprint printing, this style of coloring should look fan-friggin-tastic. Well, more sound effects. Chomp, 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 chomp. And this style keeps going throughout. So we've got a little bit of a gradient here. It's a little hard to see. I'll find a better picture. But most of these are flats. All right. I'll find a better picture. All right, let's look at this dude's face. So it's mostly this flat base color, and then around the eyes, and a little bit here with his lip, mustachy beard, a little bit under the neck. It's a different color. So that's nice, and it's not even that different. Oh, here we go. Here's a better one. Let's take a look at hers face. You've got, maybe it's got a little bit of highlight there. It's hard to tell. But essentially flat color, and then it's painted a darker color where the shadow should be. Ah, and his face here is great too. Like, this would look great, stack up well against any traditional comic. So, all right, I have bored you enough, but I'm definitely giving Lady Mechanika Sangre, at least number 2, 2 thumbs up, just simply for the fact that it is well written. I can tell what characters are what by the way that they're talking. There's a bit of dialogue which seems to be kind of the more popular style these days, but it's not to the point where you're like, oh God, make it stop. The art is excellent. Excellent art. Inking is great. Coloring, fan-friggin-tastic. And I even like the cover. All right, everyone. If you like independent comics, Lady Mechanika is probably for you. If you like this video, then please click subscribe, give it a like. Definitely let me know what you think. All your interactions definitely helps the channel. And I will see you again soon with a new review.